Tonight, we bring you part 1 of our investigation of the Haunted Antiques Paranormal Research Centre in Hinkley. This investigation we did a bit different. We split up to do solo vigils and chose 4 areas of the museum to set up equipment. The War Room, the Doll Room, the Occult Room and Mirror Chamber, and lastly, the Seance Room. We each spent around 30 minutes in each of the areas before joining up into pairs and then a final group session. We didn't discuss anything that had happened on our solo vigils until after the investigation. Tonight we take a look at Chris's 4 solo vigils.
Hi guys, it's Chris here in the War Room of the Haunted Antiques Paranormal Research Centre. Okay, I'm just going to straighten that camera up a little bit. There we go. So I've chosen the War Room because I feel something from this room. I couldn't tell you what it is or what's going on, but I feel somehow that this is a place where I want to start my investigation. Now in the War Room I've got the new REM pod that's on top of the fireplace next to a portrait of a young man, a young soldier. I'll walk you around a bit in a minute. I've got a pendulum with me today. I've got my sunstone pendulum, and I've got the K2 over here. And next to the door I've got the light, the motion sensor light on the floor to see if anything does walk in. Now I have already invited some spirits to come forward. I felt something as I entered the room. I also started this recording off, and we'll see what we pick up. But for the moment, I'm going to start by having a seat. I'm going to try and get the K2 in the picture as well. Yeah, I see that in the picture. So if you can see that K2 in the background, I'm just going to have a seat. There's a reason that I want my back to the K2. I don't necessarily want to see the K2 going off. So yeah, I've got my back to the K2 and I'll be attempting to communicate with the pendulum in a moment. But I invite the spirits in this room to come forward with me, to come and sit with me, to come and be with me, to tell me your story, tell me why you're here. I do not want you to be afraid or unsure about communicating with me. I want you to be brave and confident. Don't be afraid to come forward. Don't be afraid to make physical contact with me. Touch my shoulder, touch my arm, pat me on the head. Please don't be afraid. I mean no harm. In communicating with me, you will actually be helping me to open my eyes, to help me improve myself, to better myself. So please, come forward. But first things first. Introduce myself. I'm Chris. I'm very honoured to be here. To be sat amongst such gifts from the past. It's an honour to be sat amongst them. I invite you to come forward. Come and sit with me. I want to see you. I want to know you're there. If you're here, would you be able to make a noise? Would you be able to move something? I'm just going to have a walk around the room. I'm also going to look at the time frame left on the camera. Okay. So, Fran says she feels something from over here. When I look over here, I see gas masks. Uniform out. I see a army police hat. I see a communication device, telephone. And that's what the troops used. Was it? Is that what you guys used? You brave people. No, Dad. You always make sure that I show my respect. And I agree. Every year. On the right day. We show our respect. You brave soldiers who gave everything, just once. Once again, for the camera, would you mind symbolising a yes answer? And now symbolise a no answer. Nice strong no answer for you, please. Wonderful, and a circle for no. Are you capable of setting off my devices? But you're not willing to. No. That's fair enough. Because it's a matter of trust and knowing me well, isn't it? Yes. Okay. You're wanting to see if I'm an honourable man. Okay. So if you could bring that pendulum to just a nice slow, please. Slow it down. Are you a man? Were you a soldier? Ah. Were you a civilian? Were you a patient? Just know for the camera, I've just had a surge of energy go through me. So, I don't know at what point that you were with me, because I didn't realise the camera had gone off because it has a limited window of recording. Whilst I was using this, I had a very powerful surge go through me, which made me shake quite forcefully. So I put it down for a moment, and I've been trying to talk to someone who is here, and I have a feeling I was pushing maybe a bit too far. So, as far as I'm aware, the K2 hasn't gone off behind me, but I don't know. We'll have to wait for the footage. The REM pod certainly hasn't gone off on its own. I haven't seen the motion sensor light go off yet. I am in what is called the fear room, and I'm here on my own. The IR light is no longer working, so what you might find is I will leave the light on to see what I'm doing. I am going to try my hand with the Oracle coin and see if I can connect to anyone. Okay, and then we'll go on to another pendulum session. So, we're actually going to do sensibly. I've actually got my walkie in the way. I appeal to any spirits that are here. Is there a spirit in this fear room with me? I can't do this right-handed. Okay. I Are you the same spirit from the war room? Just to let you know, I am flipping this with my right thumb, like so. So it's quite random. Would you like me to turn the light off? Once again. Are you going to appear in one of the mirrors for me? So you can see my reflection, hopefully. Can you symbolise a yes answer for me, please? Spinning in a circle. Can you symbolise a no answer for me? Swinging to and fro from the camera. So yes circle, no, swing to and fro. Are you the same spirit from the war room? Sorry, that was me. Are you the same spirit from the war room? Are you watching me because you don't like me? No. Do you actually like me at the moment? No. Is it something about me that you don't enjoy? The light's fluctuating a little bit. Sorry guys. So start again. Are you keeping an eye on me? No. Are you just trying to communicate with me? I apologise if you're finding it difficult to get through to me. My doors really aren't that open at the moment. Do you understand? I hope so. Do you understand that I come in peace? Do you mean me any harm? No. That's good. So we have a good start to be friends then, don't we really? We just met each other and we're not getting off to a bad start. I'd say that's good. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Okay. So you said you were going to appear in a mirror for me. I take it that was you communicating through the coin. Okay. So you're going to appear in a mirror for me, are you? Are you going to appear in the broken mirror? No. Are you going to appear in the mirror to my left? No. Are you going to appear in the mirror behind me? No. Oh, are you going to appear in the scrying mirror for me outside? Yes. So that means I have to be brave and open up, yes? Okay, deal. You promise me you'll be gentle? Okay. You'll have to help me through each step. I'm fairly new to this. Okay? Alright. Do you see that funny looking device with all the lights on the stool beside me? Do you think you're strong enough to set that off for me? You do? Do you want to do it on the count of 3? No. Sorry, I had to try. Would you be willing to do it at some point if you decided when to do it? Okay, about trust. Alright, I can do that. Okay. Do you mind if I just take a break from pendulum for a sec? No, thank you. Okay, what have we got left? Okay. Right, so that's what it does. That's all it does. Okay, I'm going to focus on that so it gives me something to talk to. Don't worry. You won't scare me. We're friends. Well, we're becoming friends. Right? Friends talk to one another. That's cool. I am a little afraid. But helping a friend to face that fear is very, very honourable. It's a good thing. Okay. Right. So... I want you to join me at the table. Okay? I want you to come and talk to me. But let's set some ground rules first. Shall we? I'm a nice man. Patient and tolerant. That's a shame. So I was just playing with like a little Tesla ball toy thingy. That's all the little plasma energy coming out of it. Okay. But, yes, as I was saying, the one thing I don't tolerate is insults. Hello. Did you just tell me to get out straight away? Right, so I'm Chris. I'm the team leader. Who might you be? So what names can I have then, please? Who's here in the room with me? I invite you to come and sit at the table with me. You have? That's good. Shall we talk like civilized people? So, I've introduced myself. I'm Chris. So, tell me about yourselves. Who are you? You must get a lot of paranormal You get a lot of paranormal investigators here asking you questions. Does it get tiresome after a while? So, have you resided in this museum long? Is the spirit I spoke to in the little room over there with me now? The lady. What's your name that I was speaking to just in the other room? Feel your presence. I'm starting to see a few things from this out the corner of my eye. So which one of you insulted Fran now? Why? Try this at a different speed rate. See what we get. So, let's start again. name of the person who thought it was smart to insult Fran? Hello, who are you? So I keep hearing female singing voice. That's you. Okay. So I'm going to throw these on the floor now. You can see one lighting up, yeah? Right. So they're funny little things. They're cat balls, toys for cats. If you try and manipulate one of them with energy, you might be able to set it off. Do you want to give it a try? So, have you been watching me since I got in the building? And my friends? We all have. Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. This is your home after all, isn't it? It's right to say this is your home, isn't it? Really? And I have a cat ball going off. Hello. How are you? So whilst I'm doing Spirit Box, I'm just going to aim my camera towards the cat balls with my mobile phone. Who's setting the cat ball off? Ah, awesome. Thank you for that. That's very much appreciated. Do you like them? Do you think you could set both of them off? Do you want to give it a try? Set both of them off. Try and set the other one off as well. Is it hard? I don't want you to exert yourself if it's too hard. Do you want me to turn that light off? I'll turn it down. Yeah, how about that? It's compromise. Go for a little bit of light. That's good. Okay. If I set all those there, does that set the scene a bit better? So that was me putting my finger in front of the lens. I can feel another presence in this room. Who is it? You're giving me a headache. Say again? Are you the slightly darker gentleman that has been heard? What I mean is, someone has heard a very powerful entity, strong and deep. Who is that? Give me a few more minutes. Just before I go, what's the name of the lady that's been talking to me? Could you say your name very clearly for me? I'm going to have to go now. Thank you very, very much for your patience and for your communication, everybody. Very much appreciated. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Alright guys, so I'm now in the last room. I'm in here with the dolls. Yay! And I'm going to try one last time to connect. So I'm going to start with a bit of dowsing rods. If somebody is willing to connect with me, would you cross the rods? Okay. Do you have the power to uncross the rods from there? Straighten them out from there. Okay. If you're the lady that's been talking to me so far, would you cross the rods? If you're someone different, would you push them apart? That'll do, lovely. So do you want to start by helping me to move to the item which you are connected with, use the rods to point their way. Okay. So once again, we're going to use the rods to point towards the object which you are connected to. If it is right in front of me, would you cross the rods? If it is off to one side, would you point to it? Stand like this now. And now I want you to use the rods to point directly at the object which you are attached to. Once again, would you mind pointing to the object which you are attached to? And stop twice. Thank you. So, I've just used these. Okay, and it's pointed me towards the gold doll over on the dresser. I'm now going to ask to contact a spirit to point me to a different object in the room. Hopefully somewhere around here. So I want you all to find me a person. There is someone connected to one of these objects on the centre shelf. Is such a person in the room with me now? If you are, could you cross the rods, please? Wonderful, thank you. I hope you understand I'm just protective my team members, our family to me. If you can understand this, would you please cross the rods? Okay. Alright, so if you're attached to something on the centre shelf, I'll get my devices after the study. If you're attached to something on the centre shelf, would you cross the rods for me, please? Okay. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to ask you a question, shelf by shelf, if you're attached to something there. Try this side. It's a bit steadier over there. Are you attached to something on the top shelf? Cross the bars for yes, push them apart for no. Go and take that as a no. Okay. Do be aware I'm steadying them and then keeping my thumbs well away. Are you attached to something on the next shelf down? The second shelf. Okay. Once again, I'm going to steady them. Keep my thumbs away. Are you attached to something on the third shelf down? Attached to anything on the third shelf down. Okay. Would you like to use the dowsing rods to point to what is yours? Okay. I want you to carefully and slowly move the rods So, is your possession that you're attached to the old smoking pipe? Cross the rods for yes, push them apart for no. Is it the old pipe? No. Okay, interesting. Is your possession or vessel the old watch? Perhaps. Cross the rods for yes, or push them apart for no. Interesting. So I'm just going to make sure I go ask that question again. So let's get them steady. So they're now steady for me. Once again, is your possession and or vessel the old watch? Cross the bars for yes, push them apart for no. Okay. Thank you. Wonderful.
That's it for Chris's solo vigils. Join us again next week to see what I experienced during my solo vigils. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.